I am bored. And I feel like talking. So the topic of the matter is going to be this is going to happen constantly. It's on Netflix. So it's just showing me flash shows of shit that's going to come on. I'm going to put on my I will watch later but won't. So as time has progressed, what I've come to learn in life, just because of what I've been shown and just because of what I've experienced in my personal interactions and how I've been myself, is listen to how they treat you compared to how they treat others. Pay attention closely because they're going to tell you that they love you, on top of maybe lying and manipulating you, because first you have to get how you respect love, how you want love, and then how they show love, because they might show you love a different way than they show other people love, and that's because they love them differently than they love you, because they actually respect them and they don't respect you. And because you don't respect you, then that's fine, because you don't respect you, so why should I respect you? So once you start respecting yourself and gaining boundaries, you might lose people. That's all right. It's okay. They didn't even love and or respect you in the beginning, so what the fuck does it matter if you lose them? You shouldn't have had them in the first place. Maybe you had them just so you can learn the boundaries. That's why I keep thinking about what had happened in my earlier days, my origin stories, what made me me the day that I became aware. Not necessarily, but I'm just thinking like everything happens for a reason, which may sound like a very morbid way, but it is. Like if I stop and think about it, if this didn't happen to me, then this wouldn't have happened to me, and this wouldn't have happened to me, and essentially it wouldn't have made me who I am today. Rather, you may see me as a good person or a bad person, but I've come to learn through life's experience. The good look like the bad look like the good, and when you don't know the difference, because the liars tell lies, the truthers tell truth, but they both sound the exact same. Trash looks like gold, gold looks like trash, and you don't really know the true value of it until you need it. Like, do I need gold on the stranded island? The fuck I don't. But in a capitalistic society, the fuck that I do. What the fuck do I need when I'm on the stranded island? I need a knife. I just feel like I've come to learn that my mind doesn't work like other people's minds, even though for the longest time I thought we all were the same. We all shared something in common. Like I believed all the shit they were feeding me. I believed all the shit that they were feeding you. Like I literally believed it so much that I almost became a little bit racist, a little bit what is it? Against freaking immigrants. I literally was like, nigga, you stupid for that. What the hell is wrong with you? You are not even American. But that's how well they scrubbed my goddamn brain. I don't forget who the hell I was. I became somebody else with somebody else. I created an American character that I don't even like anymore. Hey, I'm so much nicer. That's because I'm not myself. I am who to make things smoother for things to continue to go on. I can be pleasurable. I can have human decency. I am not sorry if I done offend you or done screwed up your boundaries. Wait, actually, you make them boundaries known to me before I done did what I done do, because I am personally sorry if I done pushed the boundary of yours. But if you didn't take the time and or the energy to express that you have boundaries, then how can you yell at me for the fact that you lack the innate ability to communicate so clearly? When I say please don't touch me, I don't mean please don't touch me if you ain't got titties, please don't touch me if you smell weird. I mean just don't touch me in general. I don't give a fuck what you look like. I have personal boundaries that you are bothering, and you would know because I told you not to, and then you do it anyways. And it's like, because I tried to back away, but it's like, no, it's me. I don't give a fuck, girl, dude, ma, pa, I told you, respect me. That's it. It's plain and simple. And for me, like, I've come to learn as time has progressed. When I was originally brainwashed, I used to think if I ever got into a relationship and my significant other cheated on me, I would have lost my shit, beat the fuck out the dude, like murder him and her. Like I would have been fucking spastic, burn down the fucking apartment, the house, whatever the fuck it is, slash the tires, go like full on bullshit. Like goddamn niggas when they fall in love and become a whole ass bad statistic. But as I've come to learn more things, I've come to become more emotionally well put together to realize that if you love me, if I love you, it's rape. Nope. Couldn't cheat. The fuck you mean? Me cheat on Bella? Ugh, never. You couldn't even pay me. Like, yeah, $1 billion, $1 million. There is no amount that could ever replace this. Like, yes, some people would say, I would do it. Like, yeah, we'd be rich together, but would we really? Unless I feel like we had a good enough connection to talk it through. Like, I would not. fucking cheat on my significant other for no amount of money unless she was like, do it. And even then, I'd be like, babe, no. The fuck is wrong with you? Girl, I would rather be poor underneath a bridge in the slums as long as I'm laying next to you. I don't give a fuck. And that's the problem because some people would rather be rich in a mansion with someone that they don't give a fuck about. But because they got money, because they can go places, because they can enjoy life, they're happy. What is happiness if you can put a dollar amount on it? You can't buy it, but a lot of things can be solved with financial advances that don't cloud your mind in judgment because like, oh, I'd like to help out, but like $5 is a lot for me. But you know, you should really be asking somebody way more fortunate. Like $5 to them is not even a thought process. But it seems like from what I've come to learn, from what I've experienced, I'm gonna say a lot as if I haven't already, it's not the fact that there's not enough money, it's the fact that the money management is not put in the right places. And for the fact that I've learned so much, experienced so much, I've come to start to question when I put money into places to hopefully implement into other good places, it's essentially doing what other people tell me it's doing because I've come to learn, I've come to experience. People will tell you a story, so you buy the story and you think you're helping the story and you think you're helping things get better, but essentially they sold you the story so they can get rich. And isn't that called what? A Ponzi scheme or some shit like that? When people sell you something that's not really there, something that's not really true, like the American dream of equality and freedom, but who is really free? If only 1% can do whatever the fuck they want to, will the 99% slave? Honestly, I just had too much time to think. And with that, I've just come to learn. It doesn't matter. And because it doesn't, I'm going to be nice. And because it doesn't, I'm going to be generous. And because it doesn't, I'm going to be the best version of me until it goes through my head. The best way to get better from the world is be an example for what you want the world to be. And I remember always wanting people to be nice. I remember getting nice interactions, but more or less getting impatient people, more or less getting people that didn't get me, more or less people like, oh, you're just making yourself like this, blah, that. So I try to preface things before I speak. You're not me. I get it that you might not get that. I am a little bit different. I know just by the way that you react towards me, if you have somebody in your life that you can relate to, or if you are somebody like me, because if you're not, then you're gonna be short-tempered, and then you're like, fuck it, then you're gonna be like, oh, you're just making up excuses. Just like the blind can't necessarily see, but there are limits to being blind that some can see blotches. Just like people that are colorblind can only see certain colors, just like the crippled cannot walk, just like there are physical disabilities and disabilities that you cannot see. There are also mental disabilities that you can and cannot see. And just because one thing is good doesn't mean everything is good. What do you really know? And that's why I always try to remind myself when I'm out here just being and critically judging others like I was taught to. Like, who the fuck am I to judge? When I stop and think about things that go through my head, I'm like, if they only knew, if they only knew, a bullet would have went through my head a lot quicker. They would have found a ditch and put me in. If only they knew. If only they knew I'd be dead a long time ago. But because I'm good about how I show, I'm good. I'm not bad with my hands, not bad with my mouth, not bad with my energy. Not trying to make any enemies, just trying to make people more friendly. I'm not your enemy unless you hate people that look like me. Then I guess I could never win you over even though I'm just happy. Hi, my name is Ian. Most people didn't like me, so I learned to learn how to like others until I learned that I can't love everybody, but everybody can at least say hi or not. Because everybody's such a blanket term that you don't realize not everybody can essentially do what everybody can do, because not everybody that's even born gets to be able to exist long enough to be able to have memories and enjoy it with their family. Not everybody has legs, not everybody has sex, not everybody enjoys life, not everybody. So I've been trying to be better, but like, it's progress. And as you continue to watch these videos, as I continue to grow, as I continue to get older, as I don't know how long it's going to be, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to make these for, but as you watch me progress, I hope that you tend to notice that there's a change. Because I've noticed it myself, but I won't remain 24/7. You only see me when the fuck you want to. So, I don't know. I got plenty of videos if you really want to see me from the beginning. I don't even know where the beginning started from. I'm just glad I decided to take the journey at the age of 24 compared to trying to do the journey at 30, 40, 50, 60 when they're just putting midlife crisis, oh, they're going crazy by this, by that. Yeah, you're probably also going to blame because I'm on my youthful years and you do a lot of crazy shit when you're fucking in your 20s. Aren't you supposed to be discovering yourself? Aren't you supposed to be honing your skills? Aren't you supposed to try to figure out what you enjoy? So essentially, I figured out I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my 20s. I ain't out here fucking chicks to try to get a fucking baby mama. I ain't out here trying to burn off the candles at both ends, trying to fucking work my life to an end for a fucking job to make somebody else richer. It's all I'm trying to do is learn myself to better understand, better work and cooperate with other people. But what I've also come to learn is some people are so stubborn in their ways. They're just like, nah, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to learn you. I don't want to deal with you. And I'm 1,000% fine with that too. But, why can't you just play nice for 15 to 20 minutes when we have to be together? Like, boss man, boss lady, boss whoever, they literally know that this isn't gonna go well, but because money's important and money controls everything, shut the fuck up and act right for 2 hours or I will fucking bury you because I do not deal with moronic people just because you wanna play a stupid power card. I will burn everybody in this house, including me, just to have some peace. And that's weird because I always have to remind myself, don't go that extreme. But I don't always think that all that extreme. I just realized that when you're willing to do whatever it takes and other people aren't, you're deemed to be crazy. 9 times out of 10, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And it's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit extreme. It's a little bit too much. But don't worry. I've taught myself to calm down. But I don't define calm like you guys do. I'm just saying, I'm no danger to nobody on this body who want to be a danger to me. And I've just come to learn, and I'm continuing to learn. I will always continue to learn because the day that I stop learning is the day that I die. Because a fool that is still breathing thinks he stopped learning. But if you're still breathing, why would you think you stopped learning? You could always learn something from someone or something. It's just what are you willing to try to learn, or do you believe that you've learned everything? I've learned a lot of things when it came to socializing and human interactions, but I still need to learn a shit ton when it comes to carpentry. I still need to learn a shit ton when it comes to capitalism. I still need to learn a shit ton when it comes to politics. I still need to learn a shit ton, but I'm glad I at least have one thing crossed off my list. The reason why I have social issues is because people have issues socializing. I have no issues socializing. People have issues realizing their truths. I don't want to do this whole double speak where it's like, I like you, but not really. I only like you because we're at work and, we have to pretend to like you. When I say I like you, I mean I generally like you. I want to spend more time with you, but how does that sound too forward? Is it weird that I like you? When I say things, I try to say it from an honest point, but I've come to learn through life that for some reason people think if you say something, like if I say that, damn, they're pretty, wow, they're pretty, wow, they're pretty, wow, they're pretty. Apparently that diminishes the value that I am allowed to hold to that word when I say things are pretty, when I say things are beautiful. But apparently if you use certain words in scarcity, that tends to add more value to it. And I'm just like, that's manipulation now. Like, why can't I just say how I feel about things, what I feel about things, why I feel about things, instead of just saying, or more or less thinking, damn, I really want to say this shit's pretty. I really want to say this girl looks banging. I really want to express myself, but you know what? Nah, I'm gonna wait for a very special, suspenseful moment, and then once I say it, shit. It's like it's gonna make everybody cry. It's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna capture that perfect cinematic moment because I'm not over abusing these words. How I think about it is essentially like things can be pretty, rather if it's people, rather if it's fucking objects and all this and all that, but it's literally the definition behind things that you say. Like, when I say things are pretty, it's like, I would buy it, I would spend time with it, I would appreciate it, I would do whatever it would take to preserve it, to keep it in the limelight, for it to allow it to be pretty for everybody else to enjoy it, because that's the type of person I am. While other people are like, damn, that's pretty. Yeah, ain't nobody ever see this motherfucker again. That's my secret. Ain't nobody ever see that shit again. And it's just like, sharing is caring. And I guess I'm the only one that cares to share. So I figure if I can't do much, if I'm not at least abundantly wealthy in the finances, at least I'm abundant in my thought processes. So I hope at least by showing and expressing who I am, I can help others show and express themselves. Like, you can be fucked up, you can be crazy, but just know that don't hurt anybody, including yourself, buddy. Keep it controlled and contained. If you're gonna let it out where nobody's going to get hurt. Let it out in a way that nobody aside from maybe you, like, I would say maybe you, as in the sense, if you have the pent up energy and like the anger and just like, go to the gym, go for a run, go for a bike ride, go for a fucking walk. What else? Draw, sing, dance. It doesn't really matter. Just find an outlet that makes you happy. And if you don't have a safe place, the world is yours as long as the lights are on. Once the lights are off, watch out because people might try to kidnap you. But the world is yours so long as the lights are on. You are free to be you. And just travel a little bit. Find a spot where you can be. Might need to bring a weapon with you because the world is a dangerous place with the lights on or off. Some people may want you, some people may not even look at you twice. So learn your life a little bit. Like, I've come to learn for the fact that I was a melanated person in a very Caucasian community, but the added bonus I had was lived out in the boonies, so I could literally go where the flip I want to. Didn't really have to worry about the shit. And then also I figured, like, I just didn't really have to worry about it. Boonies, barely anybody, foot traffic and all that shit, but not everybody had the luxury to grow up in a place where it's just like, I can explore. So, bring a weapon if need be, and a weapon can be anything from a knife to a baseball bat to a freaking, hell, a pen if you fucking shove it hard enough, a fork. Just anything that you deem well enough to protect yourself if you would ever need to against somebody that is stronger than you and faster than you. Because if you can't outbeat them in strength, that's what the weapon's for. And if you can't outrun them, that's what the weapon's for. Because if you can't physically handle them, that's what the weapon's for. Don't ever say I ain't never helped you. I don't give a fuck if you're a dude. I don't give a fuck if you're a chick. I don't give a fuck if you're trans. I don't give a fuck if you're old. I don't give a fuck if you're young. Bring a goddamn weapon. You know I got a weapon with me. His name's E. I haven't been hunting. So, like, yeah, I don't really physically carry a weapon with me. But if I ever went out in the woods, I would. Because I figure I can probably talk my way out of any human interaction. But I don't speak animal. I only speak human animals. So, like, that wouldn't work. Or if not, like, if I gotta fucking fight a fucking, I don't know what the fuck I'd be fighting with a knife, but I hope it's not like a bear or anything like that. Like, if I had to fight a coyote or like maybe a mountain lions are strong as fuck. I've seen them bitches. Definitely gonna need a gun for them bitches. Never mind. Like, if I'm fighting something that's like domesticated size, maybe. Knife. Anything bigger than that, definitely gonna need a gun. But yeah, I don't really know what the point was. I just want to talk. I feel like I'm done talking. But quick reminder. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the energy. I ain't got no bitterness out towards nobody, even for those that have hurt me in the past. It is what it is. Don't let the grave lie. I learned who you were in all the years I've spent with you. Like, literally, if you stop and think about it. I spent so much time around you in between the times I've been working, in between my downfalls, in between my highs, in between this, in between that, and you would have had enough time to probably say, on the low end, a week with me. And I've come to learn it's all you do and how you act, and I've come to learn that we can get along, but that's because I want us to. Could we get along because you wanted to? Doubt it. So, the reason why I am the way I am is because you are the way that you are, and that's what best fits for who we are as we are, because you are you, I am me, and we don't work well together, and that's fine with me. I can work with anybody, yet not anybody can work with me. And that's what I've come to learn in society. Just because I can work with everybody doesn't mean I should be and subject myself to do that, because that literally just wears and tears me down, and it makes me a little bit sharper when I could be smoother for others. Like, I'd like to thank you for teaching me all that you all done did, but now that my lessons are done, I think I'm gonna go on to different case studies, okay? So I'm gonna continue doing me. I'm gonna continue to express myself. I'm gonna continue pissing off people because I was born. I still keep waking up. I don't even know why either, but I do. So I'd like to say thank you. I still want that final nap, but thank you, I guess. And until next time, because I got more shit to do. I always do. Clearly, if I'm still waking up, I got some work to do.